Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play King's Bounty Warriors of the North Ice and Fire. I have decided that there is one more island I think we can plunder before we're forced to fight a large number of fights to get ready for the spider, but first we free... No, wait a minute. Bag of exploding powder. Let's use it! Blow up this shit. Are you sure you want to look in this bag? Yes, I want. When you put your hand in the sack with exploded powders, you expect anything but a scroll of flaming arrow. It looked like the alchemist got mixed up or gave you the wrong bag. Anyway, you keep that scroll just in case. So that was not the activation. You consider the huge pile of rocks and look doubtfully at the small bag of boom powder. Nevertheless, you part the powder into a small depression in the rubble, retreat at a safe distance, and throw upon the powder some coals from the fire. At the same instant, a terrifying roar shakes the island as the stones of the dam fly in different directions. The entrance to Runwald's hut lies open. By the heavens, what was that rumbling? Have you angered the gods and caused them to cast thunder and lightning upon us? No, Krista, that was caused an explosion. No need to worry. It was only a pile of stones behind the hut of the local soothsayer. Without the boom powder, I would have told 100 years without getting through. Christina's silvery laughter fills the air. Your ingenuity is not typical of Vikings, Olaf. It's good. It means I was not mistaken in you. You will get your winged horse soon. Yes, everything would be easier if I have a winged horse, Krista. I'm going to wait. I will prove that I'm worthy on this gift. You can be sure of that. Well, I'd rather have that now. Is there anything here? No. Olaf, son of Tormund. You are a little late in coming, but nevertheless, I still thank you for rescuing me. Do not be surprised. Your coming was foretold in the constellation of Manitos Jarbos, and I cast over my shoulder everything at dusk in order to divine the future. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to make your acquaintance, Runwald. I came to see you on the request of King Haut, but not only. I know everything, Olaf. Your destiny is an open book to me. Your way is difficult and dangerous, and you must watch out for friends and enemies alike. Always be strong as a rock, sharp as a sword, and persistent as the sea, which wears away stones and swords alike. Thank you for your wise advice, Soothsayer. But what about the undead? From where does this army emerge? Where did they came from, and how can we defeat them? So many questions. Whence holds the vast army that even I do not know? I know one thing. Military force alone cannot defeat this threat. This business requires wisdom, and wisdom happens to be my specialty. Upon your road lies the ancient Temple of the Sun, which is on the end of the island to the west. The priest of the temple has always guarded the secrets of light and goddess. Wise Soothsayer, beyond that destroyed the Temple of the Sun and killed all the priests. Amongst the bodies of the priests I found a beautiful girl. The priests were killed? It cannot be, and you call yourself wise. The old Soothsayer powders a few seconds. And you think to tell me of the girl, young Olaf. Was there anything more? Any kind of runes, scrolls? No, Soothsayer. I found nothing, except this girl, that is... Ah, youth, thinking of nothing importantly, only about girls. The spirits tell me that you shall go back and search the temple carefully. Leave now, young skald. Very well, Soothsayer. I'll search the temple and bring you everything I find. Come in, Olaf. Sit by my fire. I knew you would come. Soon the birds foretold it. What have you brought me this time? Have you a mission for me, or a request? Let me think, Olaf. Of course. And after all, you have a ship. I tell you what, young Olaf, my brother, Runald the Soothsayer, was not sent word of his doings for quite a while now. All these soothsayers seem to be in trouble. If you find yourself on the fastland, seek him out and discover how he is doing. Certainly, I'll stop to visit your brother. And we got the map to Fastland Isle. Ta-da! Wonderful. Do you have items for sale? boots that are totally crap, spells that we are not even interested in. That is not that bad. Soothsayers, a lot of them, but at the moment we have... Ooh, ladies and gentlemen! I think we got one step closer to our Beholder army. These are Contemplators. Impulse, Fighting Trance, and Vector. Okay, so that seems to be some kind of beam weapon. That is something that makes him more aggressive. Oh, he can take over enemy units. Interesting, but only if they're not undead. This pushes back Underdweller. Well, this is a good unit. But as you all know, we're a little bit low on cash at the moment. So let's go to the new island and try to find ourselves some money. And with that money, I think we will be able to buy what we need. And off we go! Fastland! That seems to be a Viking village. That seems to be loot. Runes, runes, more runes, and flags and gold, and yes, 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 yes. As you approach the island, the signs of the undead presence become more and more apparent. Never ages, never dawn here. Clearly, a place like Fastlands is entirely unequipped to face an undead onslaught. You must ask King Ingvar about that, what is going on here. The gods rejoice at your accomplishments and bestow a gift upon you. And it is... boots. The problem is we cannot wear the full set right now. Okay, we need a lot of more runes at the moment. Let's take a trip around the island. I think we can get the Edda up once more before we have to leave the place. This all looks very berry to me. I was thinking, should we better take the Demologists or this wonderful Beholder guy is with us? Chest. Oh crap. That is not much money. Would you believe it? There's nothing here. How is that possible? I'm not working for no money. Could not get on land here. Berserker, that's not bad. There is someone standing here, perhaps. The young Viking Harkon. Okay, wait until that thing is gone and then land again and talk to Håkon. Who's there? Don't come in. I'm armed and very dangerous. I'm a real berserker. I'm Sent Fafnir afraid. Even Sent Fafnir is afraid of me. My name is Olaf, and I'm not here to hurt you. What's your name? Stop waving that stick in my face. A living person. Ah, amazing. I'm Hakon of Konrak village. The other night our village was attacked by the undead, and we all engaged in battle. Whoever happened to be around at the time... I didn't fight for long, actually. I grabbed my grandfather's axe from the wall and rushed into the street. And there straight away something heavy fell on me and knocked me flat. In short, I woke up and there was a bunch of ghouls around. and no one else alive. So I took my heels and fled while I still could. But I forgot about all the axe. I showed that undead. But I can't fight without my axe. It's a question of family pride. All right, Hakon. You'll make your point. I'll retrieve your weapon for you. Meanwhile, you must sit down for a minute. Your head must be ringing after that blow, right? Okay, he needs his weapon. Very bad mummy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Woo! We just did it in time. This could have gone terribly wrong. But we're getting somewhere. 3 more green runes, ladies and gentlemen, and we're totally out of problems. Would you please grab the chest? Thank you. Very good, very good, very good. Nothing here. Among the bones you notice a strange glimmer. Shifting through the remains you pick up an item caught in the ribcage. A control module. That is... what? Druids. I think that is... Druids is a dwarf thing. They use druids. I think some of their units can even construct some of their units can't even construct that, guys. Okay, everything's well here. Wonderful, more gold for me. Grab that. Nothing here. Nothing there. A chest with very little money. Not even worth my attention. Shit, I think I just broke it up. Okay, I need a place where I can maneuver. I must outmaneuver this guy to get back to my ship. And... done. So, this seems to be a very runey place, if you ask me. There are many runes around here. And we already got a big bunch of it. Oh yes, oh definitely. So, let's land and let's see. Oh, even more stuff. Wonderful, I like stuff. What did I just say? Runes. Runes everywhere. Intellect bonus. Money bonus. Idiots. Well, I know scouts are good. I remember the advice. Demon! Demologists! Wonderful. How many can we buy in theory? Not enough, I fear. Ice spider. That's nice too. Ice creation. Underdweller, but that's all. That's not very impressive. That is a nice weapon. This is +6 attack. And it's far more cheaper than the drill. Costs less than the half. Okay, that's crap. Oh yeah, that we buy. That is wonderful. That is amazing. Vikings level 1 to 3, so that means this guys, the skulls, and the berserkers are all getting a bonus. We buy that. Mainly because now... 15% gold bonus after battle. 5% gold bonus after battle. 10% gold bonus after battle thanks to the guy here. And another bonus because we use the Edda that gives us a bonus after battle. So we're totally happy with what we have here. So let's talk to the chief in mind here. Hi, traveler. I'm Ingvar, king of this region. Sorry, but you seem strangely familiar. Have we met before? I've never set foot on this island before. I'm Olaf, son Tormund Fierce. I came here to seek help from the mighty warriors of Fastland. However, it seems that you are in need of help yourselves now. King Copperhead told me what happened here. Olaf, son of Tormund, say, not that Olaf who last year piped blacksmith Grendel's back of gold coins, and whose little hand Grendel nearly tore off? No, oh yes, that was Beowulf. Beowulf. As to what's happening around here, many things. Mage Rune has disappeared, the undead have shown up on the island. Where should I start? The undead are flooding your island too. This is your island too. This is already clear. But Northling and Westling are likewise prey to a similar invasion. Ingvar, do you have no idea why are they so numerous? Say, you are the mad sorcerer's apprentice. The one that fell into Cave of Bats as a child and now runs around the countryside in a black leather clothes and black armor, imagining he's an immortal warrior bat. Is he talking about Batman? Although, come to think, you're just not wearing a cloak and your armor isn't unburnished. Alright, about the undead. I don't really know yet, but simply appeared. After a while, the 3 other villages stopped coming to our island, and the land around the settlement changed color. I sent a few warriors out for reconnaissance, but they never returned. No, now no one leaves the village without my permission. That's happening on the island now. I've no idea. The undead left long ago. Your mage disappeared? His brother Runwald asked me to visit Runolf. I remember. You are the fellow who took the sword away from the old Marlen during your last feast and drove it into a stone. That is King Arthur. No, Merlin put the... No. The sword was put in the stone by the father of King Arthur. That's the way. And his name was Uther. Right up to the very hilt. So far in, you wedged it that he couldn't pull it out. Oh no, that fellow was about your build, but didn't have a beard. Now I come to think of it. And Runolf gone, yes, the strange story. About a month ago, we were visited by some strangers from across the sea who asked permission to settle on the island. I did not deny them, because Runolf made such a fuss on their behalf, and then the undead came. I went to our mage for advice, but found neither him nor the strangers. Discovering there were traces of a strange witchcraft. King Ivar, let me pass through the gate. I'll try to discover what happened to the other villages, and perhaps find Runolf. Pass through the gate? Why not? We don't miss one fellow, and you seem to be able to manage to stand up yourself. Besides, I don't have many soldiers left. I sent them to the islands of the undead. Go then. What harm can be done? Only do this. Go around all the villages and find out what has been going on and where are the survivors. If you need any more, tell them to travel here. Very well, King Ingvar. I look for survivors on the island. Yes, and what's more, look for Runolf. When I examined his hut, I found this one item lying in the plain stride in the middle of the room. It's strange. Just looking at it gives me goosebumps all over my spine. Maybe this thing is somehow connected to the disappearance of the mage. Take it. It may help. Thank you, King Ingvar. I show the fragment to Runwald. He's the powerful mage and should know about such things. That's fine. There's a guard at the gate, I should imagine. Tell him that you have an honest face, and he'll let you pass. Well, I have a very honest face. I'm a little bit small for the frame. I think there's a lot of room up here. I will be back with news soon, King Ingvar. Piece of a mask. Sends fragments of cold and dark necromantic spell. And guess what? In theory, we could buy warrior maidens, but we are not. You have already seen warrior maidens in action. We all know that warrior maidens are powerful and very, very good troops. We're not going to use them now. He sells that. That is nice. He sells that. That is especially good. Better than what I have, in my opinion, because we get more rage, and we need more rage. That is nice. It's a reliquia and does not cost much. And we buy that later. Do you not need help, Ingvar, door of glorious deeds? I'm glad you asked, Young Olaf. I have a task for you. I feel I can entrust to a glorious warrior such as yourself. My island has been troubled by these pirates, named Hardy Two-Hand, for quite a while now. And while my men are at full strength, they only dare to make the occasional brief foray into the island. But now most of my men has fallen, and he has grown base brazen, and is coming closer and closer to us. In fact, he even dared show his face in the village, in the broad daylight, and burned a new longboat to the cinder. And he stole my prize pick, can you imagine? Burned a new longboat, that scoundrel! Yes, the hull was made from Tarrant triple-edged oak, and the oars were the finest knotted pin. My wife let me have her best dress for the sail. It was a bit tight on her, poor thing. Oh shit, your wife must be enormous. And then this villain goes and torched it, without moments of hesitation. A prize pick, eh? It must have been a hefty pick. Huge. 2 strong men could hardly hold her back as she clutched to feed her. I was preparing her for our feast, when the honor of Thorvald Gomtsek, the patron saint of our island. And now you saw what things have come to. Our prize pick is eaten by a gang of robbers. Thorvald has clearly turned his back on us. Yes, that's unforgivable. Oh, I will never forgive and forget. Olaf, believe me. Unfortunately, I'm unable to rally my soldiers and punish the villains, such as heinous crime befits. As you know, all my men are now guarding the village, but I beg you, find this Hardy and plant him right at the bottom of his rotten thought. I'm happy to help you, King Ingvar. Yeah, because we are the good guys. So, that is a good spell, if you ask me, because that is very, very low on spell casting cost. I think it only costs 5 mana to cast this spell, and that will be much better for us than the other spells we have. But I think we're a little bit overburdened. At the moment we have 81 spell scrolls. We could sell some of the spells and buy us some demologists. That would be nice, wouldn't it? On the other hand, I'm pretty sure we'll find a hell of a lot of money on this island here. Let's talk to him. Wait a minute, who are you? Great King Ingvar did not issue orders to let anyone pass the gate of the village. So go on back the way you came. I'm Olaf, son of Tormund the Fierce. Your king told me I could pass. He said I had an honest face. Yes, even the gods themselves heard you last time. Honest face, you say? Now let's see. So you haven't shaved for a long time. That's a plus. And everything is well worn. Your scabbard is scratched and battered. All your mail is far from new. I can, however, see on the stump of Savigno on your sword. Well, an armor from Guthrum and Guthrum. Not bad, not bad. Come, come. For you the gates will always open. Maybe right now, perhaps. Olaf, how well are things? What's the news from the other islands? I was bored on guard and I haven't had a chance to raise my sword. Yes, it's so cold and it isn't even fit for a dog. How can I help you? I can tell the king is to here to stove. No, don't do that. I haven't spoken to your king. Here in the north many beasts prowl the lands. I myself am in need of 10 bear skins and 30 wolf pelts. Can you bring them to me? Otherwise I have not lived through this wind and make it to the battlefield. But no ordinary wolf pelts, mind you. Well, you'll know them right away when you see them. Haha. So you're willing to help? Why do you need so many? And are you going to sue a tent or something? Fine, fine. You don't need to tell me if you don't want to. I'll find your skins. So. Good. Okay, so I think we end the episode here and see us again next time. Until then, bye!